right, everybody. So we were supposed to see the Republican stimulus legislation today. I was super excited about it. I cleared my entire schedule today to be able to go through it when it came out. My wife and son actually left the house so that I could focus on getting through the legislation when it was released. But it looks like that's going to be a no-go. Here's what Mitch McConnell said on the Senate floor today about this.
The Senate majority has assembled a framework for CARES 2. The administration has requested additional time to review the fine details, but we will be laying down this proposal early next week. We have an agreement in principle on the shape of the package. It is the framework that will enable Congress to make law and deliver more relief to the American people that is tailored precisely to this phase of the crisis. Chairman Grassley, Alexander, Collins, Rubio, Shelby, Blunt, and Senators Cornyn and Romney have each spearheaded a part of CARES 2. And so on Monday, these committee chairmen and Republican members will introduce each component.
So McConnell said that they got the basics in place, but the White House wants more time to go over the legislation to, as McConnell said, review the fine details. This means that we're going to have to wait till Monday to learn the specifics of the Republican stimulus legislation. I'm pretty disappointed in that, not only because I was excited about reading it today and sharing it with you, but because now we have a 4-day, 2-working-day delay when the clock is ticking. Tick, tick, tick. But just to catch you up on what else McConnell said today about the legislation, he said that the country is in a middle ground right now between total lockdown and getting back on offense, reiterating the talking point that the legislation will be focused on kids, jobs, and the economy, as well as healthcare. McConnell said that the committee chairman Lamar Alexander, Richard Shelby, and Roy Blunt are finalizing the $105 billion school reopening package. There will be money in there for child care providers as well. McConnell said that Finance Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, who we talk about from time to time here on the channel, will be the one to unveil the stimulus check proposal on Monday. Now, if you saw my previous video, the one I posted right before this one, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin reportedly told reporters today that they're looking at the second stimulus check simply being a redo of the CARES Act stimulus check. Same amounts, same people eligible. McConnell said that in terms of PPP, Senators Susan Collins and Marco Rubio will unveil the sequel to the PPP. McConnell said it would be targeted to give the hardest hit small businesses an opportunity to receive a second loan if they continue to pay their workers. Finance Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley will also unveil the employee hiring and retention incentives as well as the funding for businesses to obtain reimbursement for PPE, COVID-19 testing, supplies, and more. McConnell did confirm that there would be some kind of extension to the supercharged unemployment benefits. Secretary Mnuchin essentially said this morning it would be a 70% of wage replacement. Now, one thing that McConnell said that we haven't really heard a whole lot about before has to do with the federal trust funds. Here's what he said on that.
And finally, looking to the long term, the COVID-19 crisis has weakened the critical federal trust funds that Americans rely on. So as Senator Romney will explain, our proposal includes a bipartisan bill co-sponsored by Senate Democrats to help a future Congress evaluate bipartisan proposals for protecting and strengthening the programs that Americans count on.
So McConnell didn't mention them by name, but I think a big component here is the two Social Security trust funds, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund and the Federal Disability Insurance Trust Fund. We've had millions of people unemployed who are not having payroll taxes taken out of their paycheck and contributed to the Social Security trust funds because they're not making a paycheck right now. They're unemployed. That obviously creates a dent, an unforeseen dent in trust fund contributions out of which benefits are paid. So that'll be interesting what exactly the Republicans have in mind here. And then finally, McConnell said that the Republican legislation would allocate more funds to public health, including help for hospitals and other healthcare providers and workers, help to fund diagnostics and treatments and vaccines pertaining to COVID-19 when they are available. McConnell said there would be new policies to shield seniors from a spike in Medicare premiums and policies to help us better prepare for when the next public health crisis hits. And of course, McConnell finished off the Senate floor speech by talking about liability protection. Okay, loves talking about that. We know that will be in the bill. He's been talking about that for quite some time. All right, folks, well, that's really it. I'm sorry I don't really have anything more interesting to share with you. I was hoping to be able to share with you the long-awaited Republican stimulus relief bill today, but it looks like more patience will be required on both your part and mine. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.